Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, one second. Right. I can't see them. Faces එක ගන්න නෑනේ.
ඒක වෙනම
නෑ කවන්න. Oh, make a computer නේ. Right.
සේව පේනවා.
Okay.
Tutorial.
Right. Can you all see this handout, first page?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone now? Okay, thank you. If you have any questions in the process, you can always ask me. This is a novel thing that we are just started. These online presentations of our modules. Before start, I would like to tell you about myself. I am the Avancer, as you see in the slide. I have been teaching at this institute for a long time, especially the subjects related to marketing and management. And as you know, today we are starting our module on marketing management. This will go on, I believe, about 12 weeks consecutively. IBSL has to give me the time schedule so that I can give you a program schedule, which I will do in next session. And I hope you will have gone through or you will have studied marketing in your previous studies as well. Even you don't, if you haven't studied marketing management in your previous studies, it doesn't matter. We will I will try to start from the beginning about how marketing is going to help us as bankers. So today, to start with, I would like to discuss with you what is known as marketing. Marketing is a management process that we all do in organizations. As you can see in the slide, it is a management process that achieve organizations' objective for profitability through satisfying customer needs in an efficient and integrated and socially responsible manner. Now, as bankers, we might think, why do we need marketing? I believe yes, because why we need marketing is we are working in a competitive industry, and there are many players. If there are no other players or no other banks in the country, if we are the sole bank, then marketing may not be needed because we become a monopoly, like electricity board or telecom or gas company or something like that. But there are many banks in the country, many finance institutions in the country. As such, there's a lot of competition among these players. Now, why companies have to be marketing oriented? Marketing orientation is having a marketing mindset as an organization. So if the organization is not marketing oriented, they will not be able to compete effectively in the marketplace. If you look at the reasons why we should be marketing oriented. If we don't do proper marketing in our organizations, there will be decline in our sales and our market share, which will result in slow growth. And also, there's a change in customer behavior or customer buying patterns. Now, we have seen in the recent past, after this pandemic situation, a lot of customers don't come to the bank. So their buying patterns or their operating models, operating methods that how they bank with us have changed. So we have to accordingly change our offers and our services to meet this changing of consumer buying patterns. If we don't change according to the time, according to the requirements of customers, we will be lagging behind. Those who understand customer needs better will have a better market share. So all in all, there's increased competition in the marketplace, and as such, we need to be marketing oriented as an organization. If you have any questions, you can always ask and disturb me. And also, this is going to be a very novel thing. I would like to give you a break every after every 1 hour. So we just started about by 1:30 now, and by 2:30 we'll have a break, and 3:30 and 4:30 and so on, because this is a new thing that we are just started. You may be familiar with online learning, but it might be little you feel little boring because it's not like offline class. And then go to the next slide. So there are many definitions to this marketing subject. Now, according to Kotler, marketing is a social and managerial process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating and exchanging value with others. There is one definition. That means marketing is a social and managerial process by which individuals like us, customers, or groups obtain what they need and want through creating and exchanging value with others. Marketing is about managing profitable customer relationships. It means attracting new customers, retaining and growing current customers. So there are two ways to increase profit. One is to attract new customers and sell our products to them, or retain and grow our existing customers. So those are the two ways that that we can use in our organizations to increase revenue. Now, this is the definition that I really want to emphasize in our discussions in the weeks to come. This is the definition of marketing by Chartered Institute of Marketing. Marketing is a management process that identifies, anticipates, and satisfies customer requirements profitably, efficiently, and in a socially acceptable manner. Now, this is the definition that we are going to use to understand marketing better. Now, marketing is a management process. So underline that in your readings or whatever. The management is something that has to be managed. The marketing is not just a simple word. It has a broader meaning. It is a management, that marketing has to be managed. So we'll discuss how marketing will be managed. And it says that identifies, anticipates, and satisfies. Now, this is what we should be doing as bankers. We need to identify and even anticipate, identify current needs, anticipate the future needs, and satisfy those needs of customers in a profitable and efficient and socially acceptable manner as an organization. So basically, marketing is about a process that identify current needs and satisfy them, and also getting ready to uh, uh, satisfy future needs. That is what is called anticipation. Anticipation of needs means anticipation is the understanding the future requirements and satisfies customer requirements in such a way. And marketing, remember, is to do with profit. We don't just do marketing without, if you don't make profit, then our marketing exercise is failing. So that is why we call it a management process. We have to carry it out profitably, or we should make profit. To make profit, you must do that in an efficient way, an effective way, and also in a manner which is acceptable to the society. You can't break the rules. You can't be unethical. So it's about being ethical as bankers when we do our marketing or selling. Right? So I hope you will by heart know this definition for our future discussions. Marketing is so you write it down somewhere and then remember it. Marketing is a management process that identifies, anticipates, and satisfies customer requirements profitably, efficiently, and in a socially acceptable manner. And also another definition for marketing is having a right product in the right place at the right time and at the right price. So product has to be right, the place that you market it should be right, and it should be at the right time and the right price. So what are the issues or implications of marketing? Why are our existing, or who are our existing and potential customers? We should know who our customers are. That is very important. You have to analyze your customer base and try to understand or segment or understand them by segments, where we might have children as our customers, we might have grown-up children, we might have school children, then going into grown-up, who are just past their young age, who are employed, then businessmen, professionals, women, then senior citizens, and like that. So there are different type of customers that we deal with daily. So you should know especially who they are and what are their current or future needs. Because to satisfy their needs, we need to know their needs better. So how can we satisfy these needs? Can we offer a product, service that the customer would value? Can we communicate with our customers? Can we deliver a competitive product or service? Why should a particular customer buy from us? So these are some of the questions that are very valid that we'll be asking. Right. So how do you? So what we have done up to now is we try to understand the definition of marketing. I said this definition is going to be our for our future discussions as well. And there's another definition, and also then when we try to do marketing as a as a as a discipline, what what are the issues that we be facing, and what are the right questions that we should be asking. You know, the as I said, in the banking sector, there's severe competition. You know, there are about 26 or 25 or 26 commercial banks in the country. There are licensed banks like Sanas Merchant Bank and so on, and there are about 50 odd finance companies, leasing companies, primary dealers. So everyone is doing some banking or offering some banking and finance products, and even some insurance companies have now come in to accept deposits and offer deposit products or long-term deposit schemes and so. So there's huge competition, and so how would we manage this process? Because in the competition, we have to be very effective if we are to be successful. So everyone is doing marketing, and if you don't do it better than others, then our market share can be affected. So marketing is it's a management process. I said marketing is a science. It's a management process that have to be studied properly and carried out. And when it comes to marketing, subject area is the marketing management. Marketing management is a process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion, and distribution of goods, ideas, and services to create exchange that satisfy individual and organizational objectives. Now, the same thing. So it's marketing management is a process of planning, because it is a management process, you have to plan and execute your strategies, and then carry on, and ultimately it should satisfy the customers and will help us to achieve our organizational objectives in terms of increasing revenue. So so marketing's main purposes are, in other words, the main objectives of marketing are to increase revenue or increase profit or increase market share. So the marketing is therefore the lifeblood of organization, because marketing is the division, or marketing is the function that bring revenue to the organization. There are other functions in the organization like finance, accounts, production, and so on, but they are not bringing revenue to us. They are mostly cost centers. Finance is a cost, HR is a cost, production process is a cost. But marketing, if you don't market your products, if you don't sell your products, then you won't be able to generate a revenue. So marketing management process. So steps in the marketing management process, there are 4 would be setting marketing objectives, understanding and analyzing the marketing opportunities, researching and selecting target markets, designing marketing strategies, planning marketing programs, organizing and implementing and controlling the marketing efforts, and so. Now these 5 questions will very simply tell you what the marketing management process is. So the marketing, in the marketing management process, the first step is asking the question, where are we now? Where are we now as an organization? Say if you are, I hope there are students from many banks here, might be mostly from Bank of Ceylon, People's Bank, NSB and so on. And ask the question, and then you may be working in branches or you may be working in other divisions at head office. But especially if this question is relevant when you are working in a business unit, ask the question, because we are talking about marketing here or increasing revenue here. Where are we now as organization? How, or what is basically what is our how do we rank ourselves in the marketplace? Say as a branch, say if you are branch, you are Nugegoda branch, say VOC or People's Bank Nugegoda. How are we in terms of competition? Whether we are number 1 or 2 or 3 or 5? That's the question that we must ask. So from after understanding where are we now, say maybe you are not the number 1 in your locality, then where do you or where do we want to be? So that is the second question or second step in the marketing management process. You ask the question, where are we now and where do we want to be as a bank branch or bank? And then comes the strategies. Which ways are the best? So there may be many ways to get there. But so although there are many ways to get there or get to say you want to become number 1, say take Bank of Ceylon Nugegoda, want to become the number 1 bank in the Nugegoda area. There are many all the other private banks and state banks here. So if you want to be number 1, say within, so you set a time period, maybe within next 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, number 1 in say deposits, number 1 in advances, number 1 in profits, or number 1 in customer service. All that you want to become number 1. Then which way is best? So there are many ways, but there are, remember, there are resource limitations also. Say, so there's a limit that you can increase your staff to have a bigger market operation. So there's a limit that you can expand your branch. There's a limit that you can spend on marketing. There's a limit that you can devote time on this exercise of your staff, and all that there are limitations. And bank has there are certain products that you have to market. You might not have all the products that you really want to have. So there are resource and other limitations. But given the limitations, or with what you have, how do we want to become the number 1 is the question. And then asking the question periodically, how do we make sure that we have achieved our objective of becoming the number 1? So you will see this marketing management is a process. It's like a cycle. You first ask the question, where are we and where do you want to be, and what are the strategies that we must use to get there, and then how do we execute those strategies, and then how do we make sure that you have arrived or you have achieved your objective of becoming the number 1 or number 1 bank in the Nugegoda area. I hope you understand. So remember these steps very well in the weeks to come. because this process is very important. Entire marketing management subject that you are going to learn in the next 12 weeks or so is revolving around these 5 questions. Where are we now? That is the analysis part, analyzing the marketplace. Then where do you want to be is about what are our objectives, what we want to achieve. Then strategies are the broader action plans or actions that we have decided to execute. Strategies are the broader action plans that help you to achieve your objectives. And then the implementation is the execution part. So you have now identified your strategies, you have selected your strategies, you have formulated your strategies, and now at the implementation level, you execute those actions. You carry it out in the marketplace. So like you go and do campaigns, you go and do various home visits or whatever, or do personal selling. All that is included in the implementation, or all that is done at the implementation stage. And control is you evaluate, you keep evaluating whether you are getting there, whether you are achieving your results on a regular basis. Maybe now, as we discussed at the beginning, say you are bank you want to become the number 1, say within next 2 years. So then you will have some targets to get there, and you evaluate them every 3 months or every 6 months. There are some targets that some destinations that you need to get, and you evaluate and see whether you have achieved the 6 months target. If you have not achieved the 6 months target, then where have you failed? You will have to understand that. Then if you have failed in your efforts, then you adjust your actions. You rectify your issues or rectify your lapses, and then keep executing maybe new strategies, new actions, taking new actions to get to or achieve the next 6 months targets. So what happens is, if you don't regularly evaluate and control whether you are achieving your targets in a progressive manner, you will not know. After 2 years' time, you will just realize that you have not even achieved 50% of your target. But if you have evaluated it on a regular basis, at regular intervals of every quarter, you evaluate your achievement of target to get to the 2 years destination, 2 years final target. Then you can take some corrective action in the process to make sure that you achieve your targets. You can identify your weaknesses, identify where you have gone wrong, then take corrective measures. So the control and evaluation aspect, evaluation exercise is also very important for this kind of management exercise. So marketing management process is therefore to do with these 5 steps, and if you carefully carry out these 5 steps, then you will be able to effectively manage your marketing process. Now, let me from this point, I want to get back to another example. You have another tude, as you see in this document. Now, this why I have taken this or presenting this. It's a small story to you. Is this story is really, I would say, is a good example of how marketing is managed in an organization. This is a branch of a large company. This is actually a true story. Mostly true facts are there. How this particular branch it's a FMCG company, how they have managed the marketing process at the branch level to achieve excellence. So achieving service excellence means when you achieve service excellence, you will definitely improve your bottom line, your increase your revenue, increase your market share as a branch. And now we as banks, we have all the products and services already in our baskets. Say if you are a bank, so you have deposit products, you have lending products, you have fee-based products, all that you are there. So only thing is a matter of how you effectively market it to your customer base and satisfy them and get more and more business through their friends and increase your revenue. So that's what this company, this branch of this company has done. So let's go through how on the story as to how they have done it. This is actually application of marketing management principles very well. The manager of this particular branch office may be a marketing professional who have learned marketing, and they are basically together with a team of people there. They are doing it beautifully. Apply marketing principles, marketing concepts, or marketing management concepts very effectively in order to attract the customers and provide superior quality of service and thereby increase the revenue. So let's see how it goes. Are you achieving excellence in marketing your organization, your product portfolio? Are you achieving excellence in marketing your organization and your product portfolio? Is your gap analysis revealing anything? Gap analysis here is understand the gaps. Where are we now and where do you want to get there? Is the industry you operate attractive? These are the questions that they are asking. No matter what the answers are, this presentation will certainly add value to your corporate and marketing efforts if adopted. So this presentation will be applicable to any company or any organization if properly adopted. Let's forget the theory, the science and philosophy of marketing and look at how human beings who have needs react to fulfill them. Remember that we are dealing with human beings in our organizations. So marketing is about understanding customer needs or human needs and satisfying them in a profitable manner. Basically, marketing is that. So there are customer needs and requirements, and on the other side, we have to satisfy them in a profitable manner. That is how it goes. The need. Henry and Mary, middle-aged couple with 2 grown-up kids, decided that they would purchase another washing machine. They will give the new one to the kids, and there are many options to buy. The choice. The brand they already own has been satisfactory. They already have one at home, but when it came to repairs, the service was very poor and often resulted in piles of unwashed clothes for days. Means the brand they presently own was not considered. So what happens is they have a brand already at home. They have a machine already at home, but they are not very happy with that because when there's a repair, that it takes a lot of time to get the repairs done. Maybe after sales service of that company is not very good. 2 other brands had top of mind recall, Logi and PO. Logi was often advertised in the newspapers and television, and it appeared to them that this brand was targeting an affluent market segment. That means it's a high-end market, high-end product, expensive product. Their perception of this brand was it offered more features and was the product leader or technology leader, and also suggested that brand was more expensive than others. Yes. PO to advertise the other brand, advertised in the media, but also sent frequent direct mail attached to their credit card invoices, offering easy payment terms and discounts. To Henry and Mary, this company appeared to be middle class friendly, and the general perception was that it was the easier product to buy and was customer intimate. As they promise better service with minimum downtime, promising quick attention and replacements in case of any hiccup, Pure had a distinctive advantage over Logi in the circumstances. So what did they say? The Pure is more looked as middle class friendly company, and customer intimate. What does it mean? Close to the customer. Customer intimacy is closeness to the customer. As they promise better service within minimum downtime, promising quick attention and replacement in case of hiccup. So they promise if there's the previous machine, the problem was if there's a repair, it takes a long time to repair. But this company is promising better service or better after sales service with minimum downtime, promising quick attention and replacement in case of serious breakdown. So by the looks of it, Pio had a distinctive advantage over the previous brand. Right? Hope you understand up to now. So then the buying decision. Let's see how it goes. So then the couple, Henry and Mary, decided to visit the showrooms of the 2 suppliers. When they arrived at Logi, they had difficulty in parking, and no one was there to welcome them, and had to wait a while for a salesman to attend them. See, even the first impression they had was very poor. Difficulty in parking, and there was no one to welcome to the company or to the showroom. Had to wait a while for a salesperson to attend to them. They had no easy payment schemes or any assurance of backup service. They didn't have any easy payment scheme because they all Henry and Mary didn't have money to buy it outright. So this company didn't have an easy payment scheme. or any backup service. In case of breakdown, they were told that the machine would have to be brought to their workshop. But they assured that it was the most advanced and had many features than any other brand, any other in the market. The experience was not anyway fulfilling. Although they said there were a lot of limitations. If there's a breakdown, that has to be brought to the workshop for repairs, and no easy payment schemes. No, during the machine is not functioning, there's no backup service, and so the experience, so what they didn't feel good about this supply. Then they set out to visit Pio, the other one. As they drove up to the car park, uniform parking came to their assistance and opened the door for Mary and greeted them warmly. See, now the first impression is very good, was very good. As they drove to the car park, there's a uniform parking guy came to their assistance and opened the door for Mary and greeted them warmly. At the entrance, well-attired doorman greeted them and ushered them into a well-appointed showroom and in seconds, a salesman smartly dressed in corporate colors came to attend to them. See how now the reception was very impressive. So quickly, car park support and car park, and then they were greeted and accepted, and then immediately salesperson came and offered help. They were asked questions about their need and application, and were offered a model that was most appropriate for their particular use, offering a choice of colors too. They were told that they have an installment plan if they were interested, and if they paid cash, they will get a discount. Now see, now they have two options. If you pay cash, you get a discount also, but if you don't have cash, they had a installment scheme. Installment scheme to pay on a monthly basis. They promise delivery before the end of the day with a technician who will come and install and commission the machine. As all this was happening, another attendant served 2 tetra packs of fruit juice. They were told that if they were not satisfied within the next 3 days, they will take it back, refund the money and replace with another model. They were also assured after sales service, and in the event of any problem, they would come to them and give a replacement on loan until theirs was attended to. They gave a list of customers from whom any reference can be made and offered to call any one of them at that very moment to verify. Now see how different they are, and they have gone into details of the customer requirement. So compared to the previous supplier, they had installment plans. If they pay cash, they get a discount. Then they will come and install the machine. If there's if there's breakdown, they will repair immediately, or they will give another machine until the machine is repaired. And if they are not happy with the model they buy, they'll refund the money or replace with another model. And also they offered some satisfied customer references. They can immediately call and ask how their services were. So many things that they could believe, because they are, so the credibility of this particular supplier, that is the brand Pure, is far ahead compared to the previous brand, which had a lot of limitations. So this is actually the application of marketing. You as organization will have to go into details of customer requirement, make things easy for the customers. Even when we offer a banking product, we have to look at it in this perspective to make it very easy and without creating a hassle for the customer. In whatever way, we must feel customer very comfortable, very safe, very convenient to deal with us. So that is important. That is the learning that we should get out of this story. Then the buying decision. Henry and Mary looked at each other, questioningly, what is more? But is this credible? Certainly better than the other by miles. They pondered and the decision was made and paper signed. They requested the machine to be sent before the children came home, so that they will be given a surprise. No problem, assured. The manager comes over and thanks them for the purchase and gets all personal details from them: name, address, profession, place of work, birthday, and other details, family members, details, and so. See, now the manager also then come and thank the customers and get their details. But as bankers, we have all the details of customers, but we don't make use of them. But now see how they are going to use this information for their other actions. After sales service and relationship building, how they build relationship with this client. The sound of a vehicle brought Mary to the door and was greeted by a sight of a neat delivery van at the gate. The two men carrying the washing machine packed securely greeted her. They were in the corporate attire and had an aura of confidence in them. Expertly, they went about their job of installing, commissioning, and explaining how the machine can work, or could operate. The children got home and were overjoyed with the new machine, which they promised their parents to look after. They found that simple literature had been left behind for them to give, for them to figure out the various operational modes. Telephone numbers were given in case of emergency. They also found an insurance policy which covered the machine for a period of 1 year. The family had never come across this before. Now see how many things they have looked at. They came and installed the machine very professionally, and they give some literature or manuals how to operate the machine. The telephone numbers were given in case of any clarification, and there's an insurance policy covering the machine of any damage. So this family has never come across this kind of service or this kind of offer, or offering rather. You see, now they have gone into details of the customer and created a very, very impressive feeling about the brand. On the fourth day, manager called to check whether they were satisfied or wish to return it, honoring their commitment of return if not satisfied. Now see, so what happens in our in today's context, we make a lot of promises, but we don't deliver the promises. Now this particular thing, the branch manager, when they went to the the showroom. They said no. They said within 3 days they can, if they are not happy, they can refund or they can replace with another model. Now this manager is now calling and asking. So they have not forgotten that. Sometimes what will happen, we will always say we will call you within 3 days and ask, but we will never do that. But this particular brand, the manager is handling this, and may have diarized it and is calling after 3 days to check whether they are they need a refund or a replacement. Customer is really satisfied. 2 weeks passed as the machine was working well. Notwithstanding, they received a call from the manager, inquired about the machine and assuring their service if and when ever needed. So manager is following up with calls and asking whether they are happy with the machine. The family was so happy with the purchase and they started to talk it to their friends and generally praise the product and the branch from where they purchased the machine. Now see, what happens is when you create a satisfied customer, this is the advantage. They will create a lot of word of mouth marketing. That means they will go and tell their friends and relations good about your brand or good about your organization. That's what this family was doing. Family was so happy with the purchase, they started to talk about it to their friends and generally praise the product and the branch from where they purchased the machine. So if you provide a good service to a customer, the customer will definitely go and tell others about good of your service. On the 4th week, a letter arrives thanking them for the purchase and enclosing 4 tickets for a buffet dinner at a nearby Chinese restaurant. The family was ecstatic. They couldn't believe all this. Now see, they have not forgotten the client. They had sent free 4 tickets for a dinner to this client. So they may have in their promotion budget, they may have allocated some expenses to entertain customers. So they know this customer is going to be valuable, and they have even gone and offered 4 buffet tickets to the client subsequently. 2 days later, they received by post a catalog of all the products the company had for sale. Now, this is how they are going to cross-sell. Now they have created a very satisfied customer. They know the customer is now praising the branch and the brand, and they have gone and done a lot of marketing for this company already. And now they want to cross-sell the existing products to this family. These included several household goods, some of which were needed by them. Now it was a microwave. This time there was no question of checking from various places or brands, and Mary decided to call them. Now see, now when you have built a confidence of a brand, then it's a matter of you become very easy for you to cross-sell your other products. Now if you have handled your housing loan customer well, that customer, when it comes to any other financial product, whether it's a business loan or any other loan or any other product, they will, without a question, will come to you and buy it from you. So that's the advantage. So they ask many questions on the types, models, colors. The branch then within hours sends a machine even to match the color of the pantry, and payments by credit card collected, installed and commissioned. That night, the family enjoyed the dinner done on the new microwave. 2 weeks passed, the family received 4 complimentary tickets to a musical show held in the city. Frequent calls from the manager as to how they were and how the machines were performing continued. Now see, they have not forgotten the customer, so they have continued to. They may have sponsored a musical show, and they have sent a complimentary a set of tickets to this family. Like they send it to the customers. And also there were frequent calls time to time from the manager whether they are happy with the machines. However, a few months later, it's a true story, as I said, right? A few months later, an unfortunate disaster took place. It was lightning with heavy rain, and children had forgotten to remove the plug of the washing machine, and it was damaged. Many called the branch in the morning, and within hours, repairman came over, inspected the damage, and said they had to take it to the workshop for repairs. But don't worry, we are giving a replacement machine till we bring it back. Now see, they had promised if there's a long delay to repair the machine, they will give a replacement. So what they promised, now they are delivering, keeping the word. Few days later, they brought the machine back. And when Mary inquired as to how much it cost, they said it cost nothing, as they claim from the insurance. Mary and her family will never ever want to change from this supplier, no matter how good another product would be. They are advocates of this brand naturally. Now see, the machine was broken due to electrical failure or electrical issue, and then they repaired it, and even it was no expense for Mary because it covered covered through the insurance. Now see how if you look at this whole story, it's about promising something and delivering to the expectation of the customer. Maybe customer not have even believed what they had promised at the beginning, but all that they have promised, they are delivering. They have delivered. So this is marketing in action. So most of us, what happens in today's context, we make a lot of promises as bankers or as executives or managers, and we forget, or sometimes we are not able to deliver. So we should not promise anything that we can't deliver. If you deliver anything, if you promise and don't deliver anything that you have promised, then you are making a huge damage to the organization. At the same time, if you promise something and if you go and deliver it, that will create a lot of satisfaction in the customer's mind, which has happened in this. All what this company, this pure brand has promised has been to the maximum satisfaction of the customer. That's the beauty of this story. The above case demonstrates the process of achieving excellence for an organization and its product portfolio in developing the total value proposition by providing superior value and identifying, creating, and sustaining profitable customers. This is marketing in action with a strong focus on customer relationship management and key account management. To this branch, this customer is a key account and the manager himself manages it. The manager of this branch handles 33 households or customers, and his deputy around the same number of customers, and there are 5 sales executives attached to the branch covering demarcated areas within the territory attached to the branch. Now, this is called customer key account management or customer relationship management. The manager has 33 Marys and Henrys, like in the locality, and deputy manager also has a similar number of residents or customers providing service like this. And there are 5 sales guys also doing the same thing. Now see how beautifully they have divided the locality among them and giving personalized service to these customers and creating them or making them longer term customers or sustaining them as longer term and making them profitable customers for the organization. Let's now analyze the role of marketing in all these tactics. To analyze this, we need to refresh ourselves of the marketing process. That's what I told you earlier. In the marketing management process, you find these 5 steps: marketing, information, and analysis. Asking the question of where are we now? Marketing objectives. Where do you want to be? Marketing strategy. What are the ways and means to get there? Marketing tactics. How to execute our strategies. And finally, evaluation and control. Whether we are achieving our objectives or targets and whether we are evaluating them on a periodical basis to ensure that corrective actions are taken to achieve the desired results. I told you in the marketing management process, these 5 questions are asked. No, the same thing come here. The 5 questions, 5 steps: analysis, creating or setting objectives, formulating strategies, and executing or implementing the strategies, and keep evaluating and controlling the process. The marketing process of company drives it to produce the total value proposition. Now, this 7 people in this branch, manager, deputy manager, and the 5 executives, are providing that or creating that total value proposition to the customers and identify and create sustained profitable customers by providing superior value. To achieve excellence means to create profitable long-term customers. Today, customer lifetime value is a key concern, and a lot of effort is directed to sustain, then find new customers and also to grow customers so that they will buy the company's entire portfolio eventually and become a lifetime partner of a company. Now, what this company wants is to create lifetime customers, and by creating lifetime customers or making customers lifelong customers, you will be able to get their lifetime value. So during their lifetime, whatever they want to buy, they will buy from you. And our banks, we have this kind of customers. We have lifelong customers. Their generations have been banking with us. See how much value they have brought to us, how much revenue, how much interest they have paid, how much commission and fees they have paid to us. Right? So customer lifetime value is something that we must seriously consider to create. So every customer can be created a lifelong customer. Then we are achieving our excellence. right? The marketing. Getting back to the story again. So what this company wanted was to create lifelong customers, creating, analyzing, uh, and tabulating invaluable information of the microenvironment, task environment, company environment, and the company's prospects are marketing information. Without these inputs, the company could not have known what they should do to win Henry and Mary completely as loyal customers. So they are they are doing this consciously, as I said. They have they had identified the requirements of this type of customers, the middle-aged customers, ordinary middle-income grade customers. So they had an idea what their needs are. So that information they had as a branch in that locality, right? Then determining the company's mission, marketing strategy, determining the company's mission and goals and objectives, segments and its markets, target market segments, and positioning products to satisfy those market segments profitably is an organization's marketing strategy. The company PO had a clear segmentation policy based on demographic segmentation and targeting the middle class segment. So what? So in formulating the strategy, segmentation of customers or segmentation of markets will help you. We'll learn these concepts as we go, but the particular company been using demographic segmentation method, where the customers are segmented based on income. So this particular Henry and Mary family is a middle income or middle class family. So they had known the needs and requirements of this kind of a family. That is why they could package the product in such a way to attract the customer. It also had a clear positioning strategy based on being customer intimate and as an excellent service provider, and its mission and objectives were woven around the concept of being a customer friendly company. So they always been throughout for this Mary and Henry, a very friendly company, customer friendly company. So they have been calling and asking what they need, whether they are happy. All that is examples to show this customer is this company is customer friendly. Then marketing tactics, the execution part. Once the art of the marketing process, which is positioning, is determined, the stage is to deliver the positioning. To achieve the marketing tactics or the marketing mix is used there. Now once this company had the information and they knew what to do, and this is how they did it. This is the implementation or the execution part, that again they knew exactly what tools that they will use to execute their strategy of achieving excellence. The product they had already. In this case, the product was customer friendly, as they had suitable colors for the younger users and so on. They already had the product in different colors. Price. The ability to buy depends on price, and the company had an easy payment scheme. Now they have, although they had the product, they had, if they had made it a high price, the customer wouldn't have been able to buy. So what they had done was, there's a price, but you can either pay cash and get a discount, or if you can't pay upfront, then you can go on a easy payment scheme. So customer has no issue. Customer has both options in place. The branches were strategically located in cities uh, that had cluster of dwelling houses and providing easy access. So what does it mean? So this particular company had branches in strategically located areas, located cities, strategic areas where middle class families were living. Then the promotion part. Direct mail and other media support delivered the positioning and the brand to Henry and Mary. Promotion, because they said no. Story says no. The direct mails are sent through credit card company statements, and even some media support advertisements they had been doing at the national level, and so on. And then the people aspect. The security guard, the doorman, the salesman and serviceman, and the manager had professional training and CPD. So the security guard, the first impression, the doorman, the first impression, the salesman, the first impression, the serviceman, and the manager, they all knew what they were doing. They are trained in customer care process, the demonstration, the selling process, the billing, delivery process, installation and commissioning the machine, the after sale service. There are service where a replacement was given, frequent calls to find how the machine was functioning, and the service visits all proved an excellent process of selling and after sales service. That's what we don't much do. We give a facility to a customer, and after that, we never visit the customer to check whether the customer has used the facility properly, or whether they have benefited, he has benefited out of this facility, and whether he needs some other new facility. And so we don't do that, especially most of the time. But this company had been following up with the customer and providing a superior after sale service. Physical evidence: the car park, the internal display and ambience, the delivery in a neat van, all provided evidence of a customer friendly professional organization that Henry and Mary can rely on. Physical evidence is what they see. When they went to car park, it was maintained well, and internal display was very attractive. The delivery van and it's a corporate vehicle, professional behavior of staff, all really help the customer to rely more and more on the organization. Right. So with that, we'll take a break. As I said, take on 1 hour. You may be a little, maybe feel a little boring, and this is a different environment. And can we take? You'll hope you are clear with what I have said so far. And now time is 1 or 2:30, 2:35. Will shall we start in 10 minutes time? Is that okay? Hello?
Okay, sir.
Right. We'll take a 10 minutes break. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll start at 2:45. Thank you. Take a break. Right.
ඒක නම් හයිට් කරන්න.
මේ hide එක න.
ඔව්.
දාන්නේ.
කැමරා එක ඔන් කරගන්න.
Camera. Right. Okay. Okay, welcome back. You can hear me, I hope. Hello, can someone?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can
Right,
hear.
thank you. Right. We'll start from what we stopped. So what we went up to physical evidence. So when you hear this story, um, what do you feel now? As I said, this although this is a FMCG company which sells electronic items or electrical machines, but see how beautifully they have used marketing concepts in their uh, operations. Now, let me finish this article first, and then we'll get back to the theory part. Now, marketing control. The branch has a strategic marketing plan which they prepare for 2 years, but continue to review periodically and update each financial year. So this branch is not, as I said, they are mindfully doing this. So they know what they are doing. They have prepared a strategic marketing plan for 2 years, and according to the plan only they are doing all this. All this means what they have already done. So we'll summarize this again. So finally, at the conclusion, the marketing is common sense. No, don't you think? Because why marketing is called common sense? Because it's about, it's very simple. If you really think in a perspective of human being. Now, if you are a customer, what you will really require? When you go to a shop, you expect a good service, good attention, good products and offers. So it all are mixed, because even you have a good product, if you don't have proper service provided by them, then you will not be happy. And when you buy product, there are a lot of risks that are affecting, that are really creating fear in you. So we'll discuss those various risks that involves in a buying process. Now, when you buy an electronic product, what are the fears that you have? Now, say when you are buying a washing machine, what are the fears that you have? So you have to eliminate those fears if you really want to become a good salesperson. Now I will come to that in a while. Now marketing is common sense. We remember the clever house-to-house vendors who came selling vegetables, fish, thorumble, etc., who unknowingly practiced the core principles of marketing and enjoyed long-term customer relationships. The problem today is that one cannot find that humble salesman or companies that serve customers with such commitment and empathy. Well, that is what is lacking there. What do you call empathy? Empathy is your ability to understand others' feelings, or your ability to think in a customer's perspective. Put yourself in a customer's shoes and think. So this empathy word is very, very important for a banker as well as a marketer, because if you are empathetic, you will understand others' feelings always. Others' feelings means others' requirements, needs, and all that. So that's why it's a common sense, because you have to think like a human being. Sometimes we don't act like human beings. No, that's what happens in our organization most of the time. As long as we are customers, we want the best, but when customers come to us, we don't treat them that way. Isn't it that happening? This company, what they do is now they have created this whole selling process, they have been able to minimize the fear in the customer's mind. What are the fears they had? Because they had one fear was that is, the fear was called risk here. One risk they had was the performance risk. Now, whether this machine will work. If machine is broken, what will happen? Right? Whether that machine will harm you. Will it break? Will it blast? So these are some of the things that some of the fears that will come to us when you buy an electronic or electrical item. If the machine is broken, what is the process? Do we have to wait without washing clothes? Right? If you want to buy, if you don't have cash, how can we buy? That's why they had installment schemes. And also another thing they did was they told the customer, if you don't believe us, you ask from the people who have already bought and who are satisfied. That is the endorsement. A customer already used the product is endorsing that the product is good. So they have made a package of things and offered it to the customer so that customers' fear is no more. And they don't stop at that point. They reduce the fear. They take the fear out. But at the same time, they sustain that. Throughout they were keeping the promises that they made. So that is the beauty of this story. So can we do the same thing with our customers? Can we make our customers very comfortable when they want a facility from us? Because they have various fears, whether they can obtain the loan in reasonable time, whether the expenses, any other expenses involved when they want to get the loan, and whether there are charges involved, what are they, how can they expedite the processing of loan, how can they obtain support from us to maybe collect documents or collect various information that we require to evaluate the facility. That's why now sometimes with the loan, say take housing loan, a customer loan is approved within a day or two, but it takes months to do the documentation. So sometimes we don't look at that part. There are some banks today, they not only approve the loan, they also take all the documentation part. Of course, customer will have to pay a small fee, but the documentation, everything is handled by the bank through their legal division also. So the hassle of the customer, the inconvenience to customer, inconvenience to busy customers is no more. So that's what is about this story. So if you are able to create that or achieve that service excellence in your branch, you can definitely increase your market share. But how do you do that? To achieve service excellence, you will have to understand the customers better and make banking more comfortable and more convenient for them through personalized attention and taking care of and reducing the fear of various fears that they get into. Now there's a word here I was talking to you about, customer lifetime value. I know customer lifetime value is a concept that is discussed frequently in today's context. Now, say you have a customer, and say customer is banking with you for next, say, 30-40 years. So how much interest or how much commission that this customer will pay to you in the process? The customer will take several loans, say several business loans. Customer continue to use credit cards. Customer open LCs. Customers obtain housing loans. They obtain personal loans and so on. There are continuously they pay one loan and take another, right? So customer lifetime value is now measured by some organizations. In the recent times, I had a good opportunity to talk to one food city manager. Food city managers, they also have this customer lifetime value concept being practiced. What they know their customers by value. Say, for example, one day one customer was I was talking to one food city branch manager, right? And he was telling me, Mr. Davansa, that customer is one of our 4 million customers. So I asked him, how do you say it's 4 million customers? He said this customer is living around this area. He has 4 people in his household, and he buys generally at least 8,000 worth stuff from our outlet every month. See how they have measured the volumes of these customers. So this customer by name he knows, and he knows this customer's general buying volume is about 8,000 a month, which he buys minimum 8,000. Say for a four people family, the customer is recently married, wife and husband, and a wife's parents are living in that. So 4 people living in that house, he said, right? So 8,000 minimum. Like they buy rice, they buy dal, they buy milk powder and so on. Comes to 8,000 with the grocery items and so on, and FMCG item. So minimum 8,000. So then I asked how 4 million, and he said this customer will is in the early 30s, and he will live another 40 years around this vicinity. 40 years he will patronize this food city outlet. That's how they have assumed, right? And 8,000 into 12 is 96,000 a year. Say 100,000 for a year into 40 is 4 million. So for 1 year, 100,000 stuff into 40 years, 4 million. That's how they have valued this customer. So, so like that, they have valued most of their customers in terms of customer lifetime value. 4 million, 5 million, 8 million. Now, if you take a bank customer, I was thinking, we may have some customers worth more than 100 million. But sometimes some customers pay the entire branch salary is paid by one customer as interest. Would have come across some customers like that. Large loan customers, they are paying every month millions of money as interest. So how many millions they pay for a month? And so how much they are worth? So they may be worth millions and millions. But are they, because the thing is, are they being treated in that perspective? So when they come to the branch, are we at least giving a cup of tea? When not always. Are we respecting them to the level that that they should be treated or respected? So these are so they might not tell it to you, but they might really appreciate if you treat them like that. Because they are human beings. So on the other side, whether we are able to treat the customers that way or not, but at least verbally, we can talk to these customers. So every branch has, say, top 25 or top 10 customers who are worth millions and millions if you take their lifetime value, and they should be treated accordingly because they are bringing so much revenue to this branch or your branch. And that's how you make the customers more loyal. So, this story is about the relationship building. So, is customer, to achieve customer service excellence through effective customer relationship management. Because when customers become loyal, it has huge value, because then they do marketing for you. They will endorse your bank, endorse your products, endorse your branch to various other people. The free marketing for you. So your marketing function become very easy. You don't have to advertise in the papers. But customer endorsement, a satisfied customer endorsement is more credible than any advertisement in the papers or TV. I hope you'll agree with me. The endorsement given by a satisfied customer is more credible, more believable than any advertisement in the media. People will believe it. Now, say today, now you look at social media. Why social media is so powerful? Facebook, if you have a negative comment on your bank, how many people will see that? And the publicity, the bad publicity you get will be huge. Of course, some people can purposely do it also, but if there's an unsatisfied, because today you have to be very careful when the customer is unhappy. Now, customers go and post that in a social network. The same way, if the customer is very happy, he will also go and do the same thing. That will create more credibility for your organization. Social media is becoming very powerful, and so you have to be very careful now. About 10 years before, customers are not able to communicate in this way, but now, if you don't really look after your customers, if you really don't be mindful about your customers and your service levels, there can be a huge damage to your brand or your bank. So therefore, building loyal customers, it's not easy. You have to make an effort and do that in a more planned manner. To do that, you need a knowledge about how the marketing is managed or marketing management is done. So process that we've been discussing was this: asking the question of asking these 5 questions, or looking at the marketing management process in this perspective. Analyze the current situation, we call situational analysis, setting objectives, formulating strategies, execution or implementation, and control. Now, when I share various things with you, I hope you all are taking down some notes. Keep a CR book or some notebook, and in addition to, now I'll be presenting the slides to you, but beyond that, if I say something, make a note that will be useful for you in your exam. Just because you don't remember it after some time. Therefore, then and there, if you think something to be noted down, you refer to the tute number or the particular topic, and under that you make your notes. I hope that will make sense. And also, do you all hear? I mean, I hear only one male voice. Are there? Can you all ask? Anyway, make some. If you have any so far, if you have any anything that you need to clear or that you want to ask, just to make this presentation more lively, I would like someone to ask something or give some view or some comment about this presentation. I am free to have your, because without your feedback, because I'm not seeing you, it's like it's like very something very unusual for me. So I can't see you all at all. I don't know what you all are doing, and whether you all are, I don't know whether you all are sleeping. Still, I don't know. And can we have some 1 or 2 minutes, some views from you all? Anyone can start anything about this presentation or with this story or whatever so far we have discussed? Hello? Can someone say something? I'd like to hear your voice. Hello? Singaling hari kamak me kian? English un nadat kamak. Hello? Ona bahasa kamak nahe. Unari any views? Then I will feel something live. Otherwise, I won't. Yes.
Sir, could we have some video presentation on marketing?
Video presentation.
It will be, we can stick in our minds rather than notes. Some
Okay.
presentation
Koi present okay video kian mana dua kian mana hari
regarding what you just told us, the customer servicing providing for that particular family. Rather than going through the notes, it will, when we see something, it will stick in our mind for a long time.
Okay. I will try to polything. There are not many videos like that.
Okay.
I will take your point where possible to play you some videos.
Points, then we can, it will be easy for us at the exam.
Yeah. Actually, I'll tell you. You, if you are really interested, you can. If you go to YouTube,
Yes,
there are
sir.
lot of videos on customer service and service
Yes, sir.
excellence, because with the limited time that we have,
Yes.
yeah, I can't bring you videos because there are some contents to be discussed in the subject.
Yes, sir.
But where possible, definitely I will do that. But if that is something I want to tell you as a marketing student, you must use internet as a it's a very effective tool, especially if you want to know anything about any subject. YouTube has many um, material, lot of material in the YouTube, and you can go through. I take your point. Wherever possible, I will try to present some relevant video if they are.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. වෙන මොනවද? Anything else? අනිත් කවුද? Ladies ලා කවුරුත් නැද්ද? කතා කරන්නේ නැද්ද? ඔයා මේ කොහෙද ඔයා කතා කරේ? ඔයාගේ නම මොකද්ද පුතා? ඔයා ඉස්සෙල්ලා දැන් කතා කරේ. කොහෙද ඔයාගේ බැංක් එක මොකද්ද?
I'm Amana Bank, sir.
Amana Bank. Right. Very good. Right. කවුද වෙන්නේ? ලංකා බැංකුවේ කවුද ඉන්නේ? Hello. මොනවාරි කියන්න කවුරු හරි? පින්තූරේ වොන්නේ කතා කටහඬ තිබ්බොත් ඇති. Hello.
So I think that the story is also good. You mentioned the early.
ඔව්. ඒක හොඳයි. ඒක ඇත්තම ඒක ඇත්ත කතාවක්. ඔක පත්තරේ ගිය ආටිකල් එකකින් මම ගත්තේ. ඊපස්සේ මම ඒ ලියපු කෙනාට කතා කරලා බැලුවා. යාකෝ ඒක ඇත්ත ස්ටෝරි එකක්. ඔක ඇත්තම සිංග කම්පැනි එක බ්‍රාන්ච් එකකින් කරන දෙයක්. දැන් මීට අවුරුදු 5කට විතර ඉස්සර වෙච්ච දෙයක් ඕක. ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් එක්සාම්පල් තියෙනවා. Singer is the company doing marketing very effectively. ගොඩක් අහලා ඇතිනේ Singer is a large company, very effective company in terms of, because lot of people in Singer branches, they are marketing guys. So these are actual stories how they create lifelong customers. Very interesting. වෙන මොනවද? තව කවුද? ලේඩිස්ලා කවුරු කතා කරන්නේ නැද්ද? දැන් මෙතන 20ක් විතර ඉන්නවද? ඉන්නවා දැන්ට නෑ 40ක් ඉන්නවා මෙතන ලොට් එකේ. 40න් කවුරුත් කතා කරන්නේ. නිලන්ත, ප්‍රියදර්ශන, නිරෝධී, කාර්යවසම්, පබසර, විජේසේකර ඉබල ඉන්නා නේද කට්ටිය? Primal, Dayananda, Pamudu Lakmini, Ruanti, quite a number. 40 people are connected. Hey, කවුරුත් කතා කරන්නේ නැත්. කසුන් ඉන්නවද? කසුන් ලොකු ගමක ඉන්නවද? Hello. Mayuri Yoganathan, are you there? Nirodhi Karyavasa. Sanjeeva Silva. Supuli Pereira. Vishwa Chintaka. Vasana Madhushani. Hello. කතා කරන්න බයයිද? හරි. පණ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ළඟදී ඉන්නේ එතකොට අපි කතා කරමු. right. Then අපි ඊළඟට අපි යමු ඊළඟ part එකට. I hope so far what we have discussed is clear. If there anything, you can even you can put some questions. You can comment. you can comment. You can send your comments if you have any. If you don't have any comments, okay, but you can share your comments also, right? Then anyway, let's go to the next. So as I said, remember these 5 steps are very important. Our syllabus, marketing management syllabus. I hope you all have syllabus contents in that booklet. You will have that booklet, or if you don't have, I can share that with you in the next week. There's a syllabus content given in the guideline booklet that IBSL would have given it to you when you join the program. It has so I have divided the syllabus into marketing management syllabus into 12 lectures or 12 or 11 lectures. I will give that program schedule also next week once they give me the time schedule. So that's it. So then why the marketing planning is necessary? The systematic futuristic thinking of management, better cooperation of a company's efforts, development of performance standard for control, sharpening of objectives and policies, better prepare for sudden development. Marketing is, remember, as I said, it's a common sense approach, but for an organization to be marketing oriented, the marketing should be respected and understood by each one in the organization. Especially now, this in the particular story that we discussed, it was very easy for entire team to do or drive marketing because the manager knew marketing, the deputy manager knew marketing, and the other marketing guys found it very easy to drive the marketing process in the company or in the branch. Same way, sometimes the problem we have in our organizations, especially in banks, the marketing guys are left alone. Although they are adding a lot of value to the company, marketing is not treated seriously by the other departments. So that is not proper. The marketing should be supported by every department, because without marketing you cannot generate revenue. So without revenue you can't do anything. So therefore the marketing planning has to be a joint exercise and supported by everyone. And sorry, I want to tell you one thing about this in this article. Now look at this marketing tactics. They call marketing mix. Now these seven actually these are 7 P's. You have first would have learned 4 P's of marketing: product, price, place, promotion. And then when it comes to service marketing, there are, when it comes to customer service and so on, there are another 3 P's added: the people element, the process, and physical evidence. Now, especially for a service oriented organization, say a bank, all these 7 P's are important. These are the tools that will help us to execute our marketing strategies. So to execute our marketing strategies, we need these tools. So you should have the right product or products rather, and competitive price, and place to distribute it, and the promotions, the communications, the right people to market the product, right processes, and the physical evidence, the buildings and infrastructure that you are talking of. So without all these 7 P's, it's difficult to drive marketing. So you have to have a proper mix of 7 P's. Even you have the best product, but if it is the very expensive product, it might not sell. You have the right price, you have the right product, but if you don't have a place to sell it, you don't have branches or any other channel to sell it, then become difficult. Say, and even you have the best product and you have competitively price it, but if you don't advertise, people won't know. People don't know that there's such product. And even you advertise, if the customer comes to the branch, if there are no skilled people to serve the customer, then the customer will be unhappy. And even there are right people in the company, the processes are, the systems, procedures are weak, then again, customer will have a problem. And all these are independent and interdependent tools that are necessary to drive marketing in an organization. So like why you call it mix, it has to be blended. Say if you take a cake mix, the cake mix to produce a cake as a finished item, you have to have other ingredients in the rightly blended or rightly mixed. The same way, for a marketing strategy to be effectively executed, you have to have the 7 P's rightly blended to drive it. That's why we call it mix. The proper marketing mix is essential to drive marketing. So marketing mix means to collect and mix the resources of marketing in the manner that objects of the enterprise may be achieved and maximum satisfaction may be provided to the customer. Marketing mix is the term used to describe the combination of 4 inputs, which constitute, actually should be 7 inputs, constitute the core company's marketing system: the product, the price structure, the promotional activities, distribution systems, and so on. So marketing mix strategies include product strategies, price strategies, place strategies, promotion strategies, and also people strategies, physical evidence, and processes. So remember, to implement a good marketing exercise in an organization, especially a banking organization, banking and finance, 4 P's are not sufficient. 4 P's are sufficient for a FMCG brand. Say, for example, if you take to sell this so you are marketing this pen. You are marketing this pen, right? You don't need people to market this. No, you can keep that in a supermarket, in a stationery section, in a particular shelf. If your brand is known, people will go and buy it, right? And the product is good, the price is right, there's a place to buy it, and customer will go and buy it. But banking service is not is a bit complex. So there has to be somebody, say, obtaining a loan. Obtaining a loan is not as easy as purchasing a pen from a shop. A loan requires data collection, information collection, analysis, preparation, recommendation, approval, then legal documentation, then loan disbursement. All these are handled by human beings. There has to be a human or people element, and also there's a process of the loan, the time taken to how the loan is processed, how the loan data is collected, whether it's online, offline, how they analyze online, offline, and the approval manual or online approval. There's a process. How much time is taken to process the loan, and all that is taking or that is handled by human beings rather. So that's why you need human, the people element. Process and people element are critical for a service-oriented organization. Physical evidence is what? Physical evidence is another tool that we have to manage. Say, for example, when a customer goes to a branch, if the branch is not properly kept in terms of maybe cleanliness or untidy, no proper parking, no parking place, even the parking place is not properly managed, then the building is not color washed for a long time, the furniture in the branch is broken or damaged, inside the lobby is not very attractive, inside the lobby is very gloomy. Even the staff, when customers goes, staff is not even greeting them, staff is behaving unprofessional way, they are shouting at each other and don't look at the customers. Customers are not attended properly. All this comes under physical evidence, because these are what customers see. They see. So staff also become a physical evidence. Staff members in the branch, the building, the car park, furniture, computers, all infrastructure are physical evidence, because those infrastructure will give, and the people will give or build impressions about the organization. Now, for example, now if you go to say a KFC outlet, so don't you feel good? And when you go to a maybe hotel in somewhere, some busy place, maybe Maradana or a PETA side, do you feel good? I don't think, because in a PETA, a hotel or a small place, maybe not properly kept, untidy, not clean. You don't feel like being there. But when you go to KFC or McDonald's, you feel very good because you like that surrounding. That is called physical evidence. The people are neatly dressed, uniform staff, the furniture and everything is kept in a proper way, very clean, very tidy. So that's physical evidence. So that's why, in the recent past, we would have seen the banks are spending a lot of money on the buildings, keeping the buildings in a proper manner, attractive manner. Millions of money is spent on maybe furniture, infrastructure, customer, or buildings, because that's important, because that creates impression about the brand in the minds of the customers. So understanding the market or the marketplace. So these are key terms that you need to know. Need, wants and demands. So what is a need? Need is a state of felt deprivation. Example, need food. Say when you are hungry, because you deprive of food, you feel hungry. So it will, to satisfy hunger, you need food. If you are hungry, you need anything. If you are hungry for few days, what will happen? You will eat anything. But then what's a want? Wants is a selective food. Now here you are damn hungry for a long time and you eat anything. But if you are not hungry for days, but you will not eat any food. You will eat some specific food. That you call a want, because the want is a specific need. A child might ask, I am hungry, but I want only a Big Mac, not anything else. He's hungry, not any food. So he has a want, not a need. But a street boy who has been in hunger for 10, 15 or 1 or 2 days will eat anything that you give, because that is to satisfy hunger. So some customers have needs and some customers wants, specific thing. When even when our customers come to our bank, some customers need ordinary things, but some customers want special treatment. Otherwise, they are not happy. So need and wants are two different things. Need is a general state of felt deprivation. Want, the form of needs as shaped by culture and the individual. The demands, wants which are backed by buying power. Now, how does a demand create? A demand is created when you have a willingness and ability to buy. Say, for example, if I tell you now, say take a set of school leaver boys, right? Among them, is there a demand for a BMW or a Mercedes, say a very expensive car? Because it might not, because even their willingness to buy a Mercedes, they are not able to buy because they don't have a buying power. So then set of school leavers are not a segment for a Mercedes. So there's no demand created there. So to create a demand, to have a demand, there should be a willingness to buy. Everyone will be willing to buy, but do they have buying power? So demand is therefore is the function of ability and the willingness. We have a willingness and ability, there's a demand created. Now, say a rich businessman has a buying power and he has willingness to buy a Mercedes, then there's a demand definitely created, because he's willing to buy and he's able to buy because he has the buying power, he has the money. So then rich businessman is a potential customer for a Mercedes. That's how a demand is created. So therefore, please understand, the demand is only created when there's a buying power and willingness to buy a product. Marketing offers combination of products, service, information, or experiences that satisfy need or want. Offer may include services, activities, people. Anything you can offer now in a particular in the particular example that we discussed. There was a marketing offer. What was the offer? Not only the machine, and there were other peripherals like the service elements combined to it, product and service, and they have created some experience around it. So that is the marketing offer. Now, so when you give a loan to a customer, that is not only money that you are giving money along with the package of experience to the customer. So that is what is important and that we need to manage. Then value and satisfaction. The customers form expectations regarding value. Marketers must deliver value to customer satisfaction. A satisfied customer will buy again and tell others about their good experience. Now, this value and satisfaction. Now, if you are, what will happen is now customers pay money expecting a value, right? Pay money. So what will happen if the customer feels that he has paid more than the value he has got? Then what happens? Customer is not satisfied. The customer feel he has paid something, but he has got a far more value for that price he has paid. Then he become satisfied. So satisfaction is therefore a feeling by the customer. Feeling is something felt by the customer when he feels that he has got value for what he has paid for. So remember, always there's expectation and satisfaction. Now let's say, now you have seen now some companies want to satisfy beyond the expectation, which we call customer delight. Now the Selinco, what is Selinco's tagline? Their tagline is exceeding expectations. What does it mean? They want to provide satisfaction beyond expectation. Can they do it? So if they can do it, they are keeping their promise. Right? Satisfaction beyond, this broadly comes in your tagline. So so this so you want to, customers have expectations, and at least customer expect the expectations to be met. But if you can exceed the expectations by providing more value, is much better. But at least to create satisfaction, you must make sure that you meet the customer expectations regarding the value of a service or product. I hope you understand. So always remember, it is price and value, that equation that will lead customers' mind. Now, so even you as a customer think, sometimes you feel I have paid so much. Say for example, I have bought a say Samsung phone or Apple phone, for say 100,000, but I am not very happy with the. I don't. I have what I have expected is not coming out of it. So I may be not happy. So I will not be happy. So it's to do with the price, because always you spend money and expecting a value. So if you feel your value is beyond the price, then you are happy. If you feel you're getting a low value for your money you paid, you become unhappy. So therefore, satisfaction is important for a customer. A satisfied customer will buy again and tell others about their goods and experience. Remember, the satisfaction is combination of money and the feeling. Now, Henry and Mary, of course, felt the value for money, and it has a emotional component also. So not only it's a finance component, the financial component, as well as emotional component, the feeling, the tangible, intangible, money as well as feeling of or satisfied feeling. So customer. So basically, we are selling not only loans, we are selling satisfaction also. Remember that we are not only selling deposits, we are selling satisfaction also. There's a monetary value, there's a emotional value. If the customer has got both, then they will be really happy. Exchange, the act of obtaining a desired object from someone by offering something in return. That, of course, I think you know that is something, act of obtaining a desired object from someone by offering something in return. Market. What is called a market? Set of actual and potential buyers of a market, of a product, sorry. Marketers seek buyers that are profitable. So as I said, so now if you want to sell a housing loan, you have to look at the potential buyers, maybe middle-aged income earners are potential for a housing loan product. So that's how you segment it. So potential buyers, so for any product, there's a potential buyer. So for maybe for a mine account, what the potential buyers? Maybe school children. So then the school children become the market for us as far as the mine products are concerned. Marketers seek buyers that are profitable. Of course, marketers seek the buyers that are profitable. Because they want to make profit. So marketing management is the art and science of choosing target markets and building profitable relationship with them. The definition include answers to 2 questions. But customers will be served. How can we serve these customers best? Right. Then we'll look at how these marketing management concepts have evolved over the years. Now, today we are talking of societal marketing concept. You know, I hope you have heard of it. Societal marketing. Societal marketing. Societal marketing focus on needs and wants of target markets and delivering superior value. Now societal marketing is you are not only focusing on profit, but also on the society's well-being as well. Now, so we make money as a company, but what are we doing to our community? The marketing concept is mostly focused on profit, focus on needs, wants of target markets and delivering satisfaction better than competition. But some years before, about say 50 to 60, 70 years before, the organizations were focusing on a particular concept called production concept. That time organizations were not heard about marketing. They were making or producing, manufacturing and selling. Consumers favor products that are available and highly affordable, improve production and distribution. So they thought, okay, whatever we produce, those days the organizations knew whatever they produce, they can sell. Because that time the demand was more than the supply. There were not many suppliers. So that's why even you take banks, about say 50 years before, there were not many banks in the country. So then banks had no competition, and they, whatever they have, they could market. That's the times about say 40 years or 50 years before, the banks were treated as very sacred, very, very important people. The bank managers are very powerful people, but maybe not so today, because there are no competition. There were no competition. There were no many suppliers. Only few banks were. Even the producers who were making cars or electronics or electrical items, whatever they produce, they could sell. But then over the years, then there were a number of players coming into the market, and they were looking at product concept and more of a branding type. That's how these brands like Sony and Toyota, those brands came in under product concept, because they were not only producing in the mass level, but also they were looking at some specific brands, and they were marketing those brands. These brands were more than just some production or some producers or products. They were more superior than products in terms of quality and even high in price. So over a period, from production concept, it became a product concept. Consumers favor products that offer the most quality, performance and innovative features. So then what happens was, over as they go, the demand and the supply become equal. Then what happens? When there's enough suppliers, there are enough demand, then there was a competition. The competition started coming. Then you have to look at some selling techniques. That's how the selling concept came into. Consumers will buy products only if the company sell these products. So that's how the promotion is, or sales, offering discounts or some incentives to buy. Because if you don't give incentives, product won't sell, because there are enough suppliers to meet the demand. And from selling, it came to a situation where the customers were not only looking at products or services, and there were many suppliers, but demand was getting limited. Now there's a huge competition created. So as a result, the companies had to look at selling their products by creating customer or delivering customer satisfaction. So they make profit by selling products and meeting the customer needs and satisfying them so that they keep buying their products over and over. So marketing is therefore it's in a situation where demand is less than the supply. There's a huge competition because more suppliers. That has happened today in the banking industry. There's a lot of banks in the country, but our market has not expanded. Our marketplace is same. We are in the same Sri Lanka, same 21 million population, same number of businesses or professionals, but bank branches are increased over the years in many folds. As a result, a lot of banks have come into the picture, offering same type of products. So if they don't look at customer satisfaction seriously, what will happen? They will have to, they will not have enough market share, and they will not be able to sustain their position in the market. As I said, finally now today we talk about not only the marketing, but also societal marketing. Under societal marketing, we talk about not only profit, but also we talk about people and planet. People means the community. The planet means the universe. Now you know this CSR, the corporate social responsibility. Those words came under societal marketing. Under societal marketing, the society will have to be supported, and also the planet that we live will have to be supported. You know, green marketing, that is, if you continue to damage the planet by through our industrial productions and through various other things that we do, forest destruction of forests, polluting air, polluting water, polluting soil, all that we do in this industrial era. So if you continue to spoil or damage or destroy the planet, what will happen? We will not have a planet to live in the years to come. There is all these carbon concepts, green concepts have now come. These are to protect water, protect soil, protect air, protect forests. All this are to do with the planet. The planet includes forest, soil, air, and water. So if you contaminate this, then we'll have a problem of sustaining in the years to come. So societal marketing is therefore talking not only about making profit, but being socially responsible. Being responsible to protect the planet or to serve the community in the society. So I hope you are clear with the 4 or 5 concepts, rather, how these concepts have evolved, these philosophies have evolved over the years, from production concept to product concept, selling and marketing, and then finally societal marketing. Selling versus marketing. Selling focuses on the needs of the seller, marketing on the needs of the buyer. Now, that's one key difference between selling and marketing, because people might ask, what is the difference between selling and marketing? Marketing or selling focuses on the needs of the seller, marketing on the needs of the buyer. Now, selling is always, as I said, selling concept is you push through incentives, you push sales. There you don't look at the buyer. Somehow you want to push your sales. But marketing is needs of the buyer, because you marketing focus on satisfying the customer needs. Therefore, the buyer's needs will have to be focused. Selling is preoccupied with the seller's need to convert his product into cash. Marketing with the idea of satisfying the needs of the customer using synergy. So marketing is more broad, where the customer satisfaction and the customer needs are being focused. Although sales and marketing reside in different departments in most organizations, integration between the two can help to improve overall performance in terms of revenue or profit. Definitely. Although sales and marketing reside in different departments in most organizations, integration, because sales and marketing divisions will have to work together, because marketing and sales are connected. Sales is important because it is the bottom line. You cannot sell a product without marketing. Because you have to design, develop, manufacture the product that comes under marketing. Then thereafter, the selling is handled by the sales division. Out the product has been already designed and produced. So that's how selling and marketing becomes connected. So marketing concept is about choosing and targeting appropriate customers, positioning the offering, interacting with those customers, controlling the marketing effort, continuity of the performance. Societal marketing, as I said, organizations' task is to determine the needs, wants, and interests of target market and to deliver the desired satisfaction more effectively and efficiently than competitors in a way that preserves or enhances the customers' and society's well-being. So societal marketing is consumer satisfaction plus company's profit plus society's well-being. You know that in that particular story that we were discussing, they were talking about strategic marketing plan. So the marketing plan is a document that that states the plan of or the marketing process that the company is going to implement. So it is necessary for a company to have a marketing plan because that is a document that everyone can refer to. CRM, we have already discussed customer relationship management, the overall process of building and maintaining profitable customers relationships by delivering superior customer value and satisfaction. It deals with all aspects of acquiring and keeping and growing customers. You can read those on perceived value, customer satisfaction. This we discussed earlier also. customer delight leads to emotional relationship. That we discuss. Lifetime value shows true worth value of the customer. Share of customer purchasing, you can read on this customer equity, right? This you can keep reading this. If you think these are concepts that today actually I wanted you to um, I want you to briefly understand what we are going to do in this module. So as I said, I will give you a program schedule for the next weeks, how we are going to structure the module. There will be about 8 tudes, including this. This is a tude number 1. Another 7 tudes to come, and these tudes will give you a brief idea of what we are discussing. But remember, as I said, when I do the lecture, I'll be giving you some examples and some bringing some other little concepts that you need to make a note of it, because if you don't do that, then you will have a disadvantage at the exam, because I might have the questions around these 8 tudes, but things I tell you in between will also be important, because I might ask questions from those points as well. So therefore I expect you to make notes whenever you want to make notes, and that will be useful in your exam. And in the middle, we are planning to have a midterm exam, maybe after 4 or 5 weeks. That will make you as a revision for your studies. I hope and pray we be able to do offline classes, but even we are not able to do offline. If you continue to do these online classes, then still there will be a midterm exam. You can in the meantime, please make it a point to ask if you have any questions, any clarification. Please don't hesitate to ask me, so that we can explain, because that will make the conversation lively. Otherwise, you don't see me, then I don't see you all, and the whole thing can become a bit boring. So I hope you understand, and you will try to make these sessions more interesting as possible. And with that, I think we can finish today. We have about 1 hour more to go, but I have I think the first day we should not do too much. And then have anything you want to add to? We have 1 or 2 minutes for that. Anyone like to speak as to how we should go? Hello.
So is there any assignment for this?
For this particular subject? Yeah. There's the end of the period. There will be a project. There's assignment. Yes. assignment and a final exam. Actually, the midterm exam marks will not be added to your final thing. After the 12 sessions, there will be a but towards the end, I will give you assignment that you can give after the exam. But final exam will be there after the all 8 tutes are discussed.